What's wrong with, I'm going to now name him, Mike Collier, your Democratic opponent, other than the fact that he's a Democrat, which these days may be just plenty. What's wrong with him? He voted for Mitt Romney. He touts himself as what we would have recognized in the old days as a conservative Democrat. He's hardly a tax and spend liberal by the standards of some campaign rhetoric. What's wrong with him beyond the fact that he has a D next to his name?
We'll let the voters decide.
Do you have any, can you identify any material differences between his, I'm sure you haven't spent a whole lot of time up late at night paying attention to his campaign's website, but can you talk about any differences for people who may be on the fence between the two?
I think we'll get to all that at some shape, form, and fashion in this campaign, as well as the two other opponents. I've met him one time. I haven't met the other two opponents yet.
Yeah.
Seems like a pretty nice guy.
Right.
Obviously has a resume that's been working in business, seems fairly intelligent, somebody that's a very capable business person. But I do think that on the flip side, some of the spaghetti on the wall and the attacks, well, that's really politics. It's interesting to me. It says, well, I'm going to take the politics out of the office. But the only thing that he does typically is sit behind the desk and lob political attacks.
Right.
I thought that was kind of political. The first rattle out of the box after I won the primary, we're going to go up on negative TV ads. That seems pretty political to me, Evan.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's kind of the way business is done in election season.
Well, yeah, but you didn't see me running any negative attacks.
So you're pledging pledging not to run any negative ads?
Depends on how nasty they get. No, I mean the fact is, up to date, when I've campaigned, I've always go out and talk about myself, because I think what's wrong with politics is that people are sick and tired of everybody saying why to vote against somebody rather than why to vote for somebody.
Well, you could just commit right now not to run any negative ads, just run a positive campaign.
That's all I've done through this whole campaign so far.
And that's your intention?
And that is my intention every single day. I don't wake up and say, here's why you vote against so-and-so.
Against so-and-so.
No, let me tell you about Glenn Hegar, and then you can make up your mind.
He's asked you to debate. So far, you have not publicly committed to debate him. Would you like to publicly commit today that you will debate him at some point?
Let me say, I have no doubt there will probably be debates at some point in time.
I have no doubt that there will probably be. Doesn't give me much confidence.
Well, here's the fact. I've been out traveling the state of Texas.
Right.
I've had numerous debates in this campaign.
Sure.
I've had numerous forums in this campaign.
How
many have he had? How many has he had?
He didn't have a primary opponent.
Well, that's lucky and convenient. And so
but the question then is, will you debate your major party opponent in the fall? Yes or no?
If we have debates, I'm happy to attend. But what I'm not going to do is the day after I finish a primary, start engaging in a debate the next day, and we still have runoff elections to go. Because the voters, I mean, I think y'all had, you were talking about the numbers the other day in your Tribcast about how many people turned out and actually voted in these elections. Most of the, very small.
Very few. Right.
So the fact is we had a political process. It needed to continue to play out.
Right.
And I've been traveling the state and will continue to. But I have no doubt we are going to have debates. I've had debates in every single office
after Labor Day.
or at some point in time.
Right.